Hi boys and girls, hope you guys are all doing well. Hi families as well. Today we are going to focus on Module 4, Lesson 14. Module 4, Lesson 14. Okay, we are quickly going to start out with the fluency practice, then the application problem, and then the actual content of this lesson. Okay, great work. So let's start. You've been all doing an amazing job and I'm very proud of you all. Okay, so let's rename the units. I'm going to say a number in 1 unit and you are going to tell me the equivalent unit amount, okay? So we have 10 ones equals 110, right? 10 ones equals 110. 10 ones equals 110. Okay, good. 20 ones equals 110. And how many ones? 10 ones, right? So 110 and 10 ones equals 20 ones, right? Excellent. So because we can decompose this and we can tell that this 110 turns into 10 ones, 10 ones plus 10 ones equals 20 ones, if you did want to break that apart and figure that out that way. Moving on. 24 ones equals how many 10s and how many ones? Well, if it's 110, you'll have 14 ones left over. So 24 ones equals 110 and 14 ones. Good job. Moving on. 30 ones equals 2 10s and how many ones? 10 ones, right? Because we know that 2 10s equals 20 ones. And then if we have another 10 ones, 20 ones plus 10 ones equals 30 ones. Excellent job. Are you all okay? Are you keeping up? Awesome. Okay, great work. So now we're going to work on our application problem. Okay, I'm going to read it to you twice, and then we are going to solve it together. Okay, I will give you some time to solve it by yourself, where I want you to pause the video and then unpause and watch what I do. Okay, so we have the total length of a red string and a purple string is 73 centimeters. The red string is 18 centimeters long. How long is the purple string? I'll say that again. The total length of a red string and a purple string is 73 centimeters long. The red string is 18 centimeters. And how long is the purple string? So we have a missing number. A technique that I talked with, that I discussed with my class is usually when there's a missing number, one way to look at this is by solving this is by subtracting, right? There's a missing number. Here we represented it with a tape diagram. You'll notice that we have 73 as a total, right, of the red, of the length of the, representing the length of the red and the purple string. Then you have the red string with 18, and we do not know centimeters. We do not know how long the purple string is. So we, first step, and I want you to review the steps. I would like for you to review the steps, which we have been using all along, solving 2-digit numbers, right? Subtracting 2-digit numbers. 1 is represented the vertical way. 2 is ask, do I have to unbundle? Is the top number in the ones column smaller? Number 3, solve it. And number 4, check the answer using the place value chart. Okay, so we're going to use these steps to solve this. And again, you can use any other strategy you would like, right? But this is a strategy that I will be using today. So we represented the vertical way. We have to make sure that the numbers are always in alignment. That's crucial when we are subtracting or adding or any time we are solving any type of computations in math, right? So we have 73 minus 18. 73 minus 18. What I would like for you to do right now is pause the video and solve this with your families. Solve this by yourself. You can turn and talk to someone in your family and discuss the strategies that you will use or the various strategies that you may use and solve it. Pause it. Okay, unpause. Excellent. Okay, great. So now 73 minus 18. So I'm going to ask myself, okay, I'm going to follow these steps. I did represent it the vertical way, right? The top number is on top, the bottom number is on the bottom. So now I'm going to look at the ones column and look at the top number. Do I have to unbundle? Do I have to unbundle? I think I do, because the top number in the ones column is smaller. I do not have enough. I only have 3 ones, and you cannot take away 8 ones from 3 ones. Okay, I have to unbundle, right? I have to decompose. I have to break it apart, right? So I have to break that 7 tens right here, and take 1 10 from there and give it to, right, the 3 ones. So if I do that, if I remove 1 10 from here, this turns into 13 ones, and this turns into 6 tens because I took 1 10 away, right? So 13 minus 8 is 5, right? So 13 ones, let's use the correct units. 13 ones minus 8 ones equals 5 ones, right? And then I go up here and I say, okay, 6 tens minus 1 10 is 5 tens. I have 55. My answer is 55. Moving on, I'm going to check with the place value chart. So I solved it. Now I'm going to move and check it with the place value chart. So first step, I have to represent the 73. So I have 73, right? Excellent. You see that? All right, great job. Now I'm going to take that 110, right, that we talked about, and turn it into 10 ones, okay? And now I have 13 ones here. 10, 11, 12, 13. I will take away 8 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How much do I have remaining? I have 5 ones remaining. So this is where I have 5 ones. Okay. Now I go to the next step and I solve the tens column, right? So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens remaining. I have to take away 1 10. So now I took that away and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens remaining. So did it match? Yes, it did. Amazing. So we have 55 as the answer, the difference here, the answer here, and 55 here. So they do match. Perfect. If you got this correct, awesome job. And if you did it if you solved this in another way, using another strategy and got 55, amazing work. When we have our, if you do have a live session, maybe you want to share that with your teachers, how you solve this application problem using another strategy, if you would like. Okay? Great work. Awesome. So now we're going to focus on our lesson, which is, our teaching point is, represent subtraction with and without decomposition when there is a 3-digit minuend. I'll say that again. Represent subtraction with and without decomposition when there is a 3-digit minuend. Okay, what does that even mean? Basically, we are going to continue subtracting, right, with unbundling and bundling. When there is unbundling, and sometimes there's no need for unbundling, and we're basically going to use a 3-digit minuend. What is a 3-digit minuend? Basically, it's the top number. So if you have 126 minus 19, 126 is a 3-digit minuend. Basically, it's a 3-digit number, right? One of the minuends will be represented as a 3-digit number. That's it, okay? That's all, okay? Awesome work. So we're going to move on to this chart here, and you're going to notice we're going to solve 126 minus 19. 126 minus 19. Again, we're going to use these steps. 1, represent it the vertical way. 2, I have to ask myself, do I have to unbundle, right? Is the top number smaller in the ones column? Number 3, step 3, solve it. And step 4, check the answer using a place value chart, okay? So here you are, and you'll see 126 minus 19, okay? So what do? I have to ask myself, let me look at the ones column. Let me look at the ones column, okay? Is the 6 ones too small? Is the 6 ones smaller than the 9 here? Yes. Right, the 9 ones. Yes, I don't have enough. I cannot take away 9 ones from 6 ones. That's not going to happen, right? So I'm going to have to unbundle that 210 in the tens column, okay? So when I unbundle it, right? So again, do I have to unbundle? Alert, cross, unbundle. Do I have to, is the top number smaller? Yes. Alert, alert. Cross, cross, unbundle. So let's unbundle that 2 tens. That turns into a 110. Because we gave 10 ones over here, this turns into 16 ones. 16 ones. Now 16 ones minus 9, do we have enough? Yes, we do, right? Yes, we do. So now we are going to solve it by saying 16 minus 9 is 7. 16 ones minus 9 ones is 7 ones. Now we go to the tens column. This already turned into a 110, right? Because we unbundled it. 110 minus 110 equals 0, right? There's 0 tens. And then we have 100 here, right? 100, and we just bring it down, right? 100 minus 0 remains 100. So we have 107 as our answer. 107. Now what we need to do is we have to check it using the place value chart. So let's do the same exact steps, but using a place value chart. So we have 126. That's the first step. We represent that first minuend, right? Minuend, right? Then we move on. So we turn that. So now we have 126. We have to take 110 from here, turn it into 10 ones, right? That's what we did. Excellent job. Okay. Now, once we do that, we have to take we have 16 ones here. We take away 9. When you do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 7 ones left over. Okay? Excellent job. Now you go to the tens column and you have that 110, right? And you have to minus another 110. You have 0 tens. There's nothing there, right? 0 tens. And then you move on and you look, we have 100 left over. 100 minus 0, right? Nothing there is 100. So you have 107. Do the answers match? Yes, they do. Amazing job. Now you're going to move on and try 137 minus 28.